Good morning everyone, welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. Today we're going to bring Valentine in. She's going to eat some yummy food and we are going to put her tag in finally. They finally arrived the other day. Don't push them together, sweetie. What number's Valley going to be?
You girl scratching. You girl scratching. Alrighty, Velly's nearly, she just came down for a drink. As you can see there, her udder's bagged right up. So I'm pulling her out of the paddock, slowly. It's one foot, not on the motorbike. She's just having a good old drink down at the watering hole. She's heavily pregnant, so we'll take her back so we can keep an eye on her. I just started filming because I thought Mum would want to put this in one of her videos, so pulled out the camera for her. I've got a bucket of food here if she's hungry. Yeah, now she knows that I'm filming, she might walk with me. Hey Valley, call off. I already got her out of the dam bank over there and she's walking alright now. So see how she goes. Keep my eyes on the ground because look at all this bloody, it's a warm day and it's all long grass, so let's get her back safe and sound. Got her back, as you can see there. Find herself a drink and a nice cool spot in that shed to have a little sit down.
I'm Mel.
I'm Jackson.
And we are going, Brock's out there now actually, about to bring Valentine in so that we can tag her finally. Our tags have finally arrived and our tag applicator is here as well. So we are going to get her in. She's going to eat some tasty food and we're going to put a tag on her. Now stop, don't put that in yet because I want to figure out what tag, what's his name? Jetson had. So we did Jetson yesterday and he must have got tag number 6 for 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5. He got 6. Her udder's getting all plump as well, and I wanted to give you guys an update on how she's going with her pregnancy. So she has just in the last week started doing all these things, like her whole personality's changed. She's taken herself away from the herd. She's quietened right down. She walks around with her head down really quiet, and she actually looks really miserable. And I don't know about you guys, but if any of you have been pregnant before, you will remember that miserable feeling where you're just like, I'm so over it, especially like on a hot day, and it's starting to warm up here a little bit. It's good that she'll be having this baby sort of before it gets really hot. That's something that I'm really glad about. Not that I planned it, of course, but it just is a happy coincidence that that's what ended up happening. Here you come. Gorgeous. Come on. Want some tucker? Can you stir it so she can hear the food? Come on, big girl. That's it. Good job, Jax. That's it. Stop. Hop away. Hop away. Here she comes. Come on, sweetness. Oh, big tum-tum. Good girl. You start eating some breakfast. Do you want to lock her in, sweetie?
Adult or kid?
No, just adult. So here we go. These are the things that we're looking at. With
Get out, you're not going to mount her now.
No, get out. Bring her out. And then close that off so that it's just Valley in. So bring that right around or let her out. I don't mind. If we have a look here, you see her little tiny udder is starting to bag up. It's not overly big though, so this is what tells me she's about 3 weeks away. As well, up here, see this little dip? This is just the first sign when it's time, all this pudgy fatness here, will actually disappear. It will sink right in. That will tell, and her girl bits will puff right out. So that's what tells us when she's ready to go. Plus, she just looks downright miserable, don't you, my sweet? Hey, you eat some tasty food, and we're going to give you a tag. So you want to hold this for me, Jackson? Nice and steady. And I'm going to give her the number 1 tag because she was the first cow to come onto this property without a tag. So the lady where I got her.
What number was Jackson? 6.
He must be number 6, which is okay. It doesn't matter what number the tag is really. So what we want to do, we're pushing that on like that. We're going to put the number, so when I did Jetsons yesterday, the number of the tag came to the outside of the ear, which is not great. With Valley, I'm going to put the do not remove part to the outside, which is what the other cows have had. So I'm going to, hopefully, good girl, good girl. There's a spot where you want to get it kind of right in the center.
Just like an earring.
Good girl. So little Miss Valentine is number 001, and there we go.
001?
The reason it's an orange tag is because I didn't breed her. She was bought in on the property. The lady I bought her from didn't have any of this stuff. She didn't have any tagging stuff. None of the animals were tagged. And I was unaware as well that it was such a big deal. So I've gone to the, what's it called? The ag department and all that, and I made sure I've got everything sorted so that all my cows are tagged and all registered. So, but luckily I've kept all the information that tells everyone, you know, that I purchased her, and the lady will vouch for that anyway. But yeah, this just proves that, you know, you can be tracking them for livestock movement, for, you know, disease tracking and things like that. If there was ever an outbreak of any kind, it can, you know, we can tell which animals have been exposed to whatever. I think that's why I actually think it's all a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, I get why some of it happens, but it's important that they're tagged so that we can prove they belong to us. So yeah, we'll let her have some food and.
Tell you what, them pigs are bloody destructive.
If she wants to leave, she can leave.
Yeah,
she's not overly. She hasn't been eating a lot. I think that's in preparation for the baby. Her gut, or like her tummy, has dropped heaps. Her udder is filling out. It's really cool, very exciting, and we can't wait. All right, who do we need to do next?
Oh.
With that, no. All right, so let's put this away, Brocco. We'll put all of this back together in its packaging so that we have all the instructions and it's kept nice.
Found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Isn't that too far away from our hearts? Yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby. Yeah. We should breathe slow. We should breathe slow. We should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Memory lane, isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby.
We have brought the girls in this morning for their breakfast, but Bonnie didn't come in as usual, so Brock's gone out to get her. We have sold Kevin this morning, so I don't know if you guys remember, but my 40th birthday I told a story, or Jackson told the story of how Kevin attacked all the little kids and threw them around. It's a bit of a long story, and in actual fact I think I'll tell it somewhere in this video. But yeah, Kevin has gone to a lovely new home where he is going to be able to breed with a brand new flock of girls. So he's very happy, we're very happy. We just have bucket now, so there's no, all the next lambs are going to be purebred shedding Dorpers. So that's exactly what we want. Now I have my best friend over today and her daughter Grace. So they're just patting the cows and having some cow therapy. So I thought I would show you guys.
Look at her face. They're like, dude, come on. Bro, they squished me. I like this. I'm squished. Deidre, you have yours. Go. She finished. Oh.
And I'm growing a baby. Hey Dee Dee.
Deidre, out of it. Leave that right. Don't tell Clem to move. I just want her to move.
Gracie,
She doesn't go crazy.
we don't have that kind of energy around the cows.
Yeah. I get rashes when I go near cows.
Hey Dee. She's looking really good, eh? Nice and fat.
So pretty.
He's cute. Ow, what? He was a tail? What okay, I actually need to go. Obviously, that's no good. She won't eat right. Look, ready?
Like we were ready
Deidre,
to,
ow!
go exploring. And then
Did
he
I
comes
look
back and he's like,
panicked?
I found them.
Did I look panicked?
No. But it was beautiful.
I knew they'd be out there because it's hot. They're in the
We're coming again now. I'm like, yeah.
Deidre, out of
And
it!
then I waited for them to go and come. I said, did you get the stuff that you won last time? And he goes, well, I guess I'm not coming on this adventure. I think someone was just a bit hungry.
through. Good girl, Bonnie. In you go. Good girl. In you go. Breakfast time. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, Bonnie. In you go, girlfriend. Breakfast time. Walk up. Come on. Noah, walk up. Good girl. Good girl, Bon. Come on. In you go. Come on, in the stand. We're doing it differently today, sweet. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Bon. In you go, darling. Breakfast. No. That's it. Good girl. In you go. In you go. In you go, girl. Come on. Come on. No. That's it. Why are you being difficult? This way. Now these girls can come out, grab the gate. Why do you have to make it hard? Okay, Deirdre's got to come out. She'll try and come in the stall. I'll push her out. Come on, Dee, out. Come on, out. No! Thank you. She knows. Go right, Clem. Go.
Come on, Clem. Come on, girl. Oh no.
Is that thunder?
Keep that together.
We're going to have to tie that wire. Where's that piece of wire? Where's that bit of wire? Why do you have to do this every morning? Huh? Why do you have to be difficult? Bonnie? Click. Good girl.
Good girl. Stand in the picture.
And she knows how to get in there. She knows what to do. She knows the food. Good girl, Bonnie. Now, I need 2 hands to close the head veil. And now she's in. Really quite easy. But she doesn't make it easy to begin with. And now I can sit and milk her. No dramas. She's been really good or well behaved like that. So I don't have any dramas with that. Good girl, Bonnie. She's a little bit wet because of the weather. Hey. And there we have it. She's actually doing beautifully. Now once it's pressure on, milk pouring out, and a happy eating cow. Yeah, good girl, Bon. These ladies waiting for her to come out. We're getting better and better. She doesn't voluntarily come into the stall, but we're getting there. And she lets the milk down, which is another big bonus. She's still hanging around, so I'm hoping she comes in for a bit more breakfast. Come on, Bonnie. You can have more breakfast. She has been milked. She came in very beautifully. She was very relaxed and calm. The head bail's been opened and she can leave whenever she wants. She did step out, but she came back in freely on her own, of her own will. Yeah, good girl, Bonnie. Who's a lovely girl. So we're getting there. The trust is being built again. And I couldn't be happier. So, happy day for me, because this has been weeks and weeks of agony, rounding her up and pulling her in and working on, getting her in the milking stand. And then when we got her in, she was clearly not comfortable. So she wouldn't eat. She stood there and she would shake and all the things. So even though that's not how it started, when she got here, she was okay. And then she just, I think it was because she's an older cow, it was like a battle of wills scenario. But yeah, we finally cracked it. We just kept working on her patiently. Some of the time when we let her out in the pasture, we'd have to bring her back in from the pasture, like by a motorbike, like round her up. And then, yeah, this morning they were waiting in the hay shed, and I put food out for Deirdre and Clementine. Valley's taken herself off again. Yes, part of the getting to the end of her pregnancy. But yeah, fed the other girls. Bonnie walked over with Jackson just gently leading her. And yeah, she walked into the milking stand and she's still there. Deirdre. That's it, Bonnie.
Push her out.
No.
Back.
Back. You don't get to. You've had your breakfast and you're not being milked. Push her head around the other way. That's it. Push her out. That's it. Now come back so Bonnie can come back in if she wants to. If she wants to keep eating her food, she can. Good girl, Bon. She's obviously had enough. No, Deirdre. Not for you. You're not being milked. So yeah, happy day. We've had a massive turnaround and I'm very, very, very happy.
Alrighty, we're about to put in the first mulberry here at our new farm. She's seen better days, but get her out without hurting any of the roots. And you just crumble up all the dirt around it. Slowly.
Hang on. Who cares about the tub?
Okay.
Let's just crack that. Or, do we have a Nat, where's that knife?
Use a shovel. Use a shovel.
It's alright. Just put the pot there and then use the shovel to break through to that.
Hang on, there's a pitchfork over there. Does that work?
Roll it around a bit, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Try and split that bit where the
Hold
roots are. Yeah.
Nat, do you have a lighter?
Mulberries, we'd be a lot more gentle.
Nat,
No,
you have a lighter?
we'd be a lot more gentle with this plant
All good, all good, all good.
if
It's
it
all good.
was super fussy. But these trees are not overly fussy. Alright, just put it in on top.
Where's my shovel?
I'll hold it straight.
First, mulberry.
So why are we planting into the chook pen?
Because there's manure here.
Yep.
And also the chickens keep it all the leaves on the bottom all
Trimmed.
which makes it bulk up the top.
Yep. But also, there's heaps of reasons actually. One of the best thing about planting into a chook pen is that this tree here will take as much food as you want to throw at it. A mulberry is a very hungry plant. So stop. Don't cover the wire there, mate.
If you've been watching Mum for a while, you'd know we had a monster bush.
So this tree is actually a cut off the big trees in the other place.
And all we've got here is some water out of this little
Geese
pond.
and duck and turkey pond. It's disgusting. It's full of nutrients. We would have used wormweed, except we've used it on the garden recently. Just gently, just pour it into the well and let it soak in. So, let me list the reasons why we plant a mulberry and a heavy feeder in a chook pen. No shade, number one. So, these guys have got shade in the way of sheds, but what's better than a bit of natural filtered light and a bit of shade through the hot? So it creates a cooler area, meaning your birds are happier. All of the fruit that this drops that we don't happen to get is nutrient-rich food for the animals. It feeds all the poo and all the gross things that happen in a chook pen, feeds this tree, and it is a fast-growing large tree, and that is why we put it here. There is nothing for competition for this little tree. So the other reason that I decided to put it here is this pond that was already here when we got here has a slow leak. So what will happen is these roots will go down and they will tap into that nutrient constantly. So we are also going to plant that fig there, Brocco, in here as well. We'll show you the fig as we get it closer, but we know that these grow massive. We can control where the branches grow, awesome, but we are going to plant the fig probably right here. Nice big distance between them. Again, a fig, excuse the noise, a fig is a very hungry plant. Will take as much of this poopy water and nutrient as you can throw at it, and it will not damage it. Most trees or plants are really sort of, they would, especially stone fruit and things like that, they would not enjoy it. They would just die because it's too much nutrient. So yeah, so look, if you look at the dirt, we're planting now, start of spring, because the ground is still nice and soft. This hole needs to be a lot bigger, remember, because that pot's a lot bigger. So try and keep the dirt near it. Yep. You get it over here. There's a lot of us to lift it. But yeah, so when we clean out our geese and turkey water or pond, we will bucket it out onto these trees, and they will constantly be creating feed for the trees and water for the trees, but also any fruit that drops the animals will love. So we think it's a great thing to do. At our other house we did the same thing, and the tree just thrives, and the fruit that gets on it is massive and very, very tasty. So give it a go, guys. They're the two best plants to plant in the chook bed. Okay, so we decided, seeing as it's such a massive space and there's so much nutrient available there, and I have helpers, we're going to put the locust in as well. They love a good feed. They love all the same parameters as a fig and a mulberry. And how cool will it be to be able to go in there and just pick all the fruits all the time. And anything that falls from it, the birds will get, so that's good. It'll stop any pest issues. Another big thing about locusts is wherever you have a locust, you will find you have cockroaches. I don't know why, for some reason, maybe it's the scent that the tree lets off or the sap or something, I'm not sure, I'll have to research it. But every time I've seen locust trees, I've seen hundreds of cockroaches. So I figured if I plant this in the chook pen, they will be able to have access to cockroaches as well. And it will keep my cockroaches down. It may even draw them out of my house area. I mean, I haven't seen them in my house, but rather than them be in my house or anywhere I don't want them, they can be in the chook pen and the chooks can eat them. And that works for me. Stop, just to keep it in place. Let's keep dirt first. That's all we need, love. Alright. Oh, sorry. That's okay. So, locust, mulberry, fig, perfectly spaced. If you have a look at the sky, there's nothing competing for light or anything like that.
For this one, because this one likes not full sun, eh?
No, locusts are fine with full sun.
Well, it's got a bit of shady anyway, so.
But also, it'll create shade, it'll be awesome. And when we come and clean out the goose pen, we will be able to just tip the dirty water. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate. Get a bucket. So, they love, this is full fertilised nutrient water.
Stinks.
But we clean out the geese water into here. This has got a slow leak, so eventually all of these guys' root system is going to tap into this slow leak, and it will serve a good purpose. Oh, it stinks. Too much work to try and dig it out at this point.
Okay.
So I feel like that's also why we push the dirt around the edges, because it'll stop any of the liquid leaking out.
Smile, Mum. Put your thumbs up.
Awesome. How exciting is that?
I'll take a picture.
I want to try and teach Bonnie that when I call that it's breakfast, as you guys know, it's time to come in. She hasn't. It's hot. We've played this silly game for enough hours now this morning. We're going to go get her on the quad bike.
On the quad.
I didn't want to have to do that, but apparently we're not there yet where she can be trusted to come in by herself. So come with us. Why must we do this dance every day? Okay, good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. Good girl, Bonnie. Good girl. And we're doing it. Yes, we had to bring her in. Yes, we had to do it with a quad bike, which I don't want to do. But she just refuses to come in the mornings. When she gets in, she walks in beautifully. She doesn't carry on. She steps out so that I can milk her. It's just a process, I guess. I feel like I'm retraining her after a whole heap of bad habits have been instilled in her, or she's been allowed to develop bad habits. There's a difference. And yeah, I guess the person who had her before, even if it was before the person before, someone in her lifetime has allowed her to get away with bad habits and or taught her bad habits. And I think that we're just retraining that. She's doing really quite well. Valley's also come in this morning for her breakfast. We're going to milk. We've already fed all the babies while we were waiting for the girls to come in. Then we're going to do a heap of planting. I've got a heap of mulberry cuttings from the other place that I'm going to put into little pots. We also found some really cool strawberries when we were at the other house. And I'm going to insert a picture probably in the middle there, so I'm not putting it over Grace's head, of the strawberries that we found. And we've cut them into quarters and put them in pots as well with the hopes that they'll grow. Yeah, comment below if you know why they do that and if the plants that we get off them will be viable. I've never had really any experience with it. I've seen it on pictures before, but I've never ever experienced my strawberries doing it. So yeah, let me know. And then we're going to get up into the garden area. Yeah, sure. Sit down comfortable.
Huh? Help me. You're adorable. You want to get up?
She wants you to scratch her under the chin.
Oh, yeah, is that good? Oh. It's okay. It's okay.
Keep the flies off her eyes. Burp.
You want to go?
She's been milked, the head bail's open, and she's quite happy to stand there and finish her breakfast, which is really good. That's progress. When she used to try and bolt out, that would signify to me that she was still stressed. So I'm glad she's not doing that now. That's a really handy thing, and it means we're going the right direction. So fingers crossed it keeps getting better. She's been an absolute nightmare to me. But it's good experience, right? It's good learning. I love to learn. The more difficult the cow, the better my experience, right? That's how I'm choosing to look at it. I did want to touch on something else though. Earlier in this video I talked about Brock having a few days work experience at a local butcher. So he has now worked the Monday, which was a pupil free day, and has been offered an apprenticeship. So as we know, and we've talked about in previous videos, that the school model and the way it is these days does not suit Brock. He's been really badly bullied by various teachers. I won't say at this school, but definitely in previous history. And it's left him feeling very anxious and very nervous and sort of very unsure of himself. So the guys at the local butcher have been so welcoming and so friendly and so gracious with him that he has decided to take up the apprenticeship. So Brock is now at work for his 3rd day. And he is loving it. He loves the environment and all the guys there. Yeah, so he's doing an apprenticeship as a butcher and he's very excited. And I'm super proud of him. We all are, Miss Grace. He's doing really great and means he doesn't have to go to school anymore. So he couldn't be happier. That's where he is now, and I'm hoping he's having another great day. I think he's still 14, so I think his apprenticeship will start of next year with all the the TAFE coming in line with all the TAFE semesters and stuff. Back away from the food tub, love. I want her to happily come in and eat and not feel threatened. That's it. She's gonna step back in. Good girl, Bon. Well done. So yeah. He's doing great. He's loving it and we're super proud of him. He will probably start his actual apprenticeship next year, I'd say February when school goes back. And there's another young lad who is, I think he's a year older than Brock or something like that, but he's also starting the apprenticeship at the same time. So they'll be able to study together and do all their bookwork together, as well as learn on the job, which I couldn't be happier about. So congratulations, Brock. I'm super proud of you. I know you'll see this eventually one day. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So we're going up here to check the chickens, collect the eggs, etc., etc. Here's the garden bed area that needs work. We've bought a heap of stuff over from the other house, which is great. So that's all here in a trailer. We're going to empty that tomorrow. And we have to watch where we're walking in here because there's so many long grasses. We've already put out a bag of sheep manure for each one. So what we're going to do is weed them all thoroughly and then give them a heavy, these are all going to get filled with dirt. Give them a heavy sheep poo fertiliser. What do we got here? Do you want to reach under her, collect her egg? Just gently. No, just gently reach under. She's got one egg.
She has one egg.
Yes, one egg in there. Let's go in here, see what's happening in here.
There's a big bunch there, but that's the line nest.
The top one, hey, put that Barney egg in there. They'll all sit on that. So, we wanted to give you guys a little update. We've decided to leave one nest for the Australorps because they go clucky all the time. Yeah, they do. No eggs in here. There's a Buff Orpington egg. 2 Buff Orpington eggs. Both girls are laying. Go on, Mr. Barn.
Good girl, go.
Good boy.
Good boy.
And do you want to go get the other one? All right. Buff Orpingtons. Grab those 2 eggs. Pop it in her nest.
Pig nest?
Where's the other one? Oh, they're up in their roost.
Not going anywhere.
That's it. Nice and gently.
Excuse me. Good boy. 1, 2.
Okay, so quick update here. We've got a young lady sitting on eggs in there.
Where's the 3 ladies?
So we've got a young lady, back off. We've got a young lady sitting on eggs in there by herself. We'll leave her be. And we've got 3 young ladies sitting in there. Now, we're not going to disturb or look directly at them because they are turkeys. And if turkeys see you looking at their nest, they will abandon it immediately and have nothing more to do with it, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but it happens. What's in there? Some of them got snapped off when we were planting it, I'd imagine. So there's the fig. It's looking quite healthy and happy. Then we've got over here, we could get some more of that muck water. Where's the bucket? There's a bucket over there. Then we've got the mulberry. It's looking quite healthy and happy.
I think that's a fig.
We're going to have to get some grain out of the Buff Orpingtons.
Is that a fig?
And no, this is called a locust. And see how it's got a bit of digging? That's from the chickens being out. So this is a locust. And it's looking happy and healthy. These guys are a lot more fussy than the other 2 are. but I'll turn and show you guys. It's going to be amazing. It's going to create so much shade. So basically, we have our nest happening up here that we're allowing. And there it is. So once it's time and it's full, the ladies will decide that they're going to nest on it, and they'll start incubating them and raise their own babies.
Does she have a mouse?
So we're going to do their water now, Gracie.
Okay. One second. Just turn it right here.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
I'm wearing Grace's jumper because she left it.
She's wearing her bestie's jumper. We thought it was time to give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on. There's so much going on all the time on a farmstead, as you guys might already know if you're already farming. But yeah, we thought we'd give you an update on our little farm, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the like button. Share it with your friends if you think they'll enjoy it. Comment below. And subscribe if you haven't already. From these cranky beasts to your farmstead, be kind to one another, and we'll see you on the next video.